Yeah, they're big. Oh my. They're big. We can make a great big omelet with that.
As we come out of the tunnel, we will be in our animal enclosure. Please remember that although these are zoo animals, they are still wild, and wild animals can be unpredictable. If one approaches the train or is standing or lying near the tracks, please do not make loud noises, wave your hands, or make any attempt to touch them. It's especially important that you remember to keep your voices down and your hands inside. We do have a brand new baby out here, just born on Sunday. And the mother is a little bit on the nervous side. So we may or may not see this baby oryx, but again, if you do, voices down, please. Thank you. This river over on our left is our Miami River. We do give kayak tours on this river. You do need to be 5 years of age in order to go, and anyone under 13 needs to be with an adult. Now our train's going to be turning here to the left, and you want to be looking around. You just never know what animals we might spot on the other side of the river. Sometimes we see white rhino, sometimes we see giraffe. It pretty much depends on where they choose to be within their enclosures. They do have several acres that they can roam on. If you look straight down the river, you'll see one of our Maasai giraffes. As you can see, Maasai have those dark spots. Notice how well the animals blend in with the trees. That is the type of area they would live in Africa, a forested area. We have 6 Maasai giraffe, and we have 2 reticulated Rothschild. They have the lighter spots. Now, giraffes have the same number of bones in that nice long neck that you and I have. They have 7 bones. Theirs, of course, are a whole lot larger. There's another Maasai giraffe over there. And they have a heart that weighs 24 pounds. They need one that large to pump the blood all the way up that long neck. Over here on the right in this pile of rocks, or right at the base of these rocks, you'll see a couple of pieces of a really large bone. Now, I'm not going to tell you what animal that bone once belonged to at the moment. I want you to think about it. I will tell you it's a leg bone from the largest land mammal still alive today. So you be thinking about that, and I'll tell you what it is on our way back. Over here on the bank on our left is the skull of the #1 killer of people on the rivers in Africa. And you might have thought that would have been a crocodile. The crocodiles are #2. That is a hippopotamus skull. The island coming up on our left is Lemur Island. Lemurs are found on the island of Madagascar off the coast of Africa. Look carefully and you'll see a couple of lemurs on those crates on either side of that house. Those are black and white lemurs. We have 5 black and whites, a ringtail, and a brown. These are nocturnal animals. They are not out and about much during the day. You can see they do have nice long tails, but the tails are not prehensile. They cannot hold on with them. They use them for balance as they go through the trees. Look straight through the clearing there, straight ahead, you'll see one of our reticulated Rothschild giraffe, and notice the difference in the spot pattern between them and the Maasai. Reticulated Rothschild would be found more in the open savanna regions of Africa. Looking straight ahead, you see our Africa night barn that houses our larger African animals. It was completed before the 2004 hurricanes. It is hurricane resistant. The enclosure on the outside is a holding pen that keepers can use to separate out animals that need special care. Now these 2 lovely ladies over here on our left are Blue and Maud, our 2 female ostrich. Ostrich are the largest of the birds. They do not fly. They can, however, run at speeds of over 40 miles an hour for about a half hour at a time. They lay between 40 and 50 eggs a year, and each one of those eggs is equal to about 24 chicken eggs. So if you're going to have an omelet, you better be really hungry.
That's an ostrich. Look at the ostrich. Yeah, that's a big bird. Say hi.
The antelope here on our right are scimitar horned oryx. They are considered extinct in the wild and have been since 1999. They are a desert animal. They can go long periods of time without water. They were hunted for meat and also for those magnificent horns on their heads. These two handsome young men here on our right are Frankie and Sammy, our two dromedary camels. These animals can drink 30 gallons of water in 10 minutes. That hump on their back does not store water, that's actually a fat deposit. And camels, unlike most mammals, have a fluctuating internal body temperature. It ranges between about 93 and 107. Very important, helps prevent moisture loss through sweating when the temperatures get hot. And you probably guessed that those eggs we saw in the tunnel were ostrich eggs. We do only have female ostrich, so all the eggs laid are infertile. They will not hatch. We drill holes in them, drain out the insides, and use them for educational purposes. And if you guessed that that leg bone belonged to an elephant, then you are correct. If you'd like to see an elephant tooth, head up into Expedition Africa, right as you enter there's a tent with two large rock pythons. On the ground in front of that tent is part of the jaw of an elephant. You can see the placement of the teeth in that jaw. Elephants have 4 teeth in their mouth, 2